Good morning, folks. Saturday morning, 10:15. So quite a late start to the morning. Well, it's not really the start, but I'll get to that in a minute. So last night, as the sun went down, my phone was on like 22-23%. And after a cloudy day, it's a real struggle to try and get power. I was trying to manage the solar panels, the main solar panel and the portable panel. After a whole day not out in the sun, but after a whole day out, the power bank connected to the portable panel, when I clicked the button to see of the 4 lights, there are 4 lights. Star Trek Next Generation reference. Of the 4 lights, one was, well, it wasn't lit, it was flashing. Just press the button and it, so they come on and it shows you, the power level. But when it's really low, the first one flashes, like when it's about to run out of power. That's as high as it got through the whole day out. So with the phone on 22%, it dropped down to like 18 or so, and I plugged it into the main battery bank here, the main solar panel battery, and the power went back up to 22, 23 from 18. And after 2 hours, 3 hours, we were back around the 18 mark, and I plugged it into the power bank that had been connected to the portable panel, back up to 22, 23, and that was out. And so at like, I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm on 22%, and I got to get through the night. So it was a case of download things, set them playing, turn the screen off. So I haven't watched anything all night. Almost everything's been just audio. And before turning the screen off, put the phone in airplane mode. So no messaging people, no checking Twitter, no checking stats on YouTube for how the videos are doing. Or, I mean, I'm not saying none. When I put it on and try and download something, I'd have a quick look, and then as soon as things are finished downloading, screen back off again. Until, well, this morning. I mean, I spent most of the night from 6 o'clock this morning onwards. I was on like 3 or 4%, and at 7 o'clock I was on 2%. And occasionally I'd plug it back into the power bank, hoping that like the chemical reactions within the battery would give another, the ions would collect, and after an hour I'd be able to draw a little bit more off, and draw a little bit more off. And so I've managed. We didn't go. We hit 2%, and we stabilized. But yeah, I managed at 2%. Early morning, as soon as it was light, I went out and set up the portable panel on a chair raised, so the sun would be on it quicker, because as the sun comes over the tree, or trees at the back here, we're still in. You can see sun on the ground further round, but because we're in the shadow of the trees. So I raised the portable panel, and the main panel I put on the, I've got a little chest of drawers here, that's a long story. Go back into the history of the channel for that, or ask me, I'll tell you. But at the end of the day, I'll normally put the panel out facing west. Well, today I put the panel up early, facing east, trying to catch the daylight and the sunrise as soon as I could. I actually, because I was awake, I wanted to go and film sunrise. I haven't done that yet in December. It's only December the 2nd. But I only had 2% on the phone, and it would have died pretty quickly once I got out there with the screen on, doing the camera thing. So that wasn't an option. So like I said, I've been out a couple of times, putting the panels out, tweaking the panels. It's not like I'm just waking up at 10:15. But it's only quarter of an hour ago that I managed to get consistent charging going. I kept plugging the phone in and it would charge for 3 or 4 seconds, then it would drop out and for 16 seconds not be connected, and then it would connect and 4 seconds and disconnect, and that, because it plinks and the screen lights up and it goes off, and then it plinks and the screen lights up. It's annoying. It stops me using the phone and even listening to things properly. So I kept plugging it in, connecting it and disconnecting it, connecting it, disconnecting it. It's only in the last quarter of an hour that I managed to get so I could plug it in and it wasn't disconnecting after 4 seconds. We're actually charging, and I'm up to 7% now on the phone. So we're at, give me a second. How can I do this without blocking the phone, blocking the camera? 10:23, and we're on 7%. And because I've been sat here kind of managing, trying to manage the phone and trying to keep going, I haven't woke Tina yet, so we're about to go do that. Let me show you my girl. Here she is. No, yeah, I am recording. I didn't know I was recording. I am recording. I was trying to change the focus or the brightness. No. But there's my girl. She sat here patiently waiting to go for a morning walk. She's got a lead on already. We're going to go and do that now. But before we get there, I got to move. I got a mouse trap here. I think you can see that, yeah? Let me make sure. Yeah, there's a mouse trap. And there's one, the big one, the rat trap. I had to repair that, yes, I think it was yesterday. The rat trap, let me put the focus back on me. The rat trap blew up on me on, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday. My birthday. When I got 2 food deliveries. When the Ukrainian family arrived and were outside and pipped the horn and Tina went out, she put her foot right in the middle of the bloody rat trap, and somehow she trod on it, she triggered it, and she danced off and it never touched her. But the trap kind of exploded. The platform, the pivot that you put the food on, the bait, is just basically a big staple that pushes into the wood, and then you got the platform, and then you hook the spring and everything on. But when she triggered it, because it went off with nothing in, it all pulled the staple out with a little swivel platform thing. And I thought I was going to have to hammer it back together, put back together, but I managed to just push, because you can't, the plastic's in the way, you couldn't hammer it. But I managed to just push the kind of the staple part back into the holes that are left in the thing. So I managed to put that back together last night and bait that and put them out. And only once last night did we have any kind of intruder in the tent. Had to shoo something away. The other nights recently I've been backwards and forwards like a fucking yo-yo, shouting at them and putting lights on and trying to chase them away. With my new head, this isn't it, that's not a head torch. With the headlight, headlamp, head torch, I think it's in my pocket. I've been wearing that since Wednesday. That was my birthday present. Yeah. If you watch the birthday streams, you'll have seen it already. But my Like it does ultraviolet, then it does a natural light, and then it does a bright light on and off. I've been chasing the rodents away with that Wednesday night, Thursday night. But last night was relatively calm. It was like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock this morning, somewhere around there, I had to chase one away. Other than that, they've left us alone. Although, at some point yesterday or the night before, so Thursday night that would be, at the minute, I've lost 2 mouse traps out there that were under a platform, under a bench. I can't see either of them. So I'm suspecting something's triggered them and run away with them attached to its tail, or they're probably outside the tent at that side somewhere. Hopefully. I got no real clue. Let me try and put my hand differently. Sorry guys, the phone's connected, the wire, it's connected because it was so low powered. Obviously I couldn't be powering the camera up when I'm on 2%. It could have dropped to 1% and then gone off any second later. So it's kind of a long night. I kind of set things, I'm in a phase at the minute where if I set things playing, audio, I like to have a bit of background noise. And I wake up when it stops. If I notice it's like 11 o'clock and I set a 2-hour video going, and if I happen to snooze somewhere between 12 and 1, I'll wake up at like 1:05, like 3 or 4 minutes after the video would have stopped. So I was awake on and off all night. Like I said, I was trying to manage the power and make sure the phone didn't go off, but make sure I had something to listen to. And then the occasion, it was quite windy as well last night and quite cold. Well, look, I got my, it's not a thick lumberjack shirt, but I'm still in my shorts, and basically shorts and t-shirt, but with a shirt over the top. But I've got quite a few blankets, and I've got a quilt and a couple of blankets and things on here. I got a dog to cuddle. Didn't do hot water bottles. I've been avoiding doing the hot water bottles all this week, because I don't want to be using my gas. Last week, I think, with hindsight, I think I was using them unnecessarily. Last night got down to 9 degrees in the tent, slightly below, maybe 8.7, whatever. The forecast, I think the forecast said, was it 11 or 10? Well, we usually get a couple of degrees cooler here, 2 or 3 degrees cooler. Tonight though, tonight's forecast to get down to 8 or 9. So it could be 5 or 6 inside the tent. Tina, stop it. Tina, stop it. At that level, 5 or 6, I'm probably going to do a couple of hot water bottles tonight. And hot coffee in flasks maybe. It's only sensible. No point being stupid cold for the sake of it. Last night my ears got cold, but I was generally toasty warm inside the bed. And I've got my let me show you. There she is. But I've got my my Marvel slippers here, look. I picked these up somewhere last year, somewhere by a bin. They're basically, zoom back out again I guess. They're basically like a sock. They're like a soft slipper. They got yeah, you probably can't see in this light. They got kind of studs in the bottom, but knitted, they're just knitted and elasticated. But get into bed, keep those on in and around the tent. Put my shoes on if can you see my shoes? I don't think you can. Put my shoes on if I have to go out of the tent, usually. But if I can keep my feet warm and keep myself warm, I'm not bothered if my ears get cold. Tina's getting a bit restless. I think she's getting ready for her morning walkies. So we'll go and do that. We'll go and do that shortly. I'll take the phone now that we're up around 7, 8, 9% wherever we are. I can't easily see while I'm recording, but I'll take the phone in case there's. I mean, it's going to be sunny out there. It's going to be a nice day. I think I need to stay and just manage the harvesting of the solar though. It'd be nice to get away and go sit on the bench, go have a nice day in the sun. But I think I want to build up some power in the power banks and maybe charge the the batteries that powered the light when I did the live stream the other night. Those need a top up. So I want to get those topped up. I want to get some power into the tablet, which is like an extra power bank for me. Got the power bank connected to the portable panels, and obviously I want to get the phone charged, but I can let the battery charge and take that later, so I can take the phone with me. Okay folks, later.